Hello everyone, if you love anime that is dark, scary, and serious, this video is for you. We are looking at the sad, rough, and deeply moving stories. I've picked 6 dark anime that don't hold back. Get ready. Let's start the countdown. A samurai was born without a body because his father sold his parts to demons. Now he hunts them all to get his humanity back. Let us talk about the cursed epic journey of Dororo. Our story begins in a war-torn land where a desperate samurai lord, Kichimitsu Daigo, made a pact with 12 demons. To save his domain, he offered them the body parts of his own newborn son Hyakumuro. The infant was born without skin, eyes, nose, ears, or limbs. Sacrifice. Daigo ordered the child drowned, but the boy was saved by a kind man. This doctor replaced the missing parts with wooden prosthetics. Hyakumuro grew up not knowing his humanity. He learned to fight using the sharp swords hidden within his prosthetic arms. He possessed a unique sight. He could see the color of souls. This power allowed him to hunt the demons who stole his body. His quest for revenge leads him to Dororo, a young, street-smart orphan who claims to be the greatest thief in Japan. Dororo attaches himself to the silent samurai, believing Hyakumuro is a great monster hunter. As Hyakumuro defeats each demon, he slowly regains a piece of his lost body. Every return of a sense, the first time he sees a sunset, the first time he hears sound, is a painful, yet beautiful, moment of regaining his lost self. But their journey is complicated. They discover that every body part Hyakumuro reclaims brings famine and death back to Daigo's domain. The boy's existence means prosperity for the land, while his full humanity means its destruction. Hyakumura's final confrontation is not just with the remaining demons, but with his own brother and his father. They believe Hyakumura must die to save people. He must choose revenge and land's fate. In the end, Hyakumura reclaims his final part, but not before sparing his family and rejecting the cycle of hatred. He walks away, a whole human, but carrying the heavy burden of his father's sins. He leaves Dororo behind, promising to meet again once he has truly found his place in the world. The story is a timeless lesson that the cost of power is always paid. The main secret is immortality. In 1711, some scientists created a special elixir. They drank it and became immortal. They started a group and kept the secret of living forever. The story starts in 1928, during the alcohol ban in America. Our main character, Angelo Lagusa, saw the mafia kill his whole family. He ran away and lived 7 years in hiding. Later, Angelo gets a letter listing the names of the killers. He changes his name to Cavillio Bruno and goes back to his old town. He is full of hate and wants revenge on the murderers. His plan is to hurt the killers by destroying their family from the inside. He starts by becoming friends with Nero Vanetti, the son of the mafia boss. He tricks Nero to gain his trust. Avilio's revenge plan is a slow, dangerous game. He causes trouble between the gangs, starting fights that slowly kill off the men of the powerful Vanetti family. Avilio and Nero become very close friends. This forces Avilio to fight himself. He feels loyalty to Nero but still wants the revenge he planned. As the 91 days pass, Avilio and Nero become very close friends. This forces Avilio to fight himself. He feels loyalty to Nero but still wants the revenge he planned. Avilio must trick everyone, cover gangs, his friends, and especially Nero, to finish his mission. The closer he gets to his goal, the more he risks losing his own soul and feelings. The story ends when the Vanetti family is completely destroyed. Avilio finally kills the last man who murdered his family. But he is now completely alone and feels empty inside. The final scene shows Avilio and Nero at the ocean. Nero has lost his family and power. He has to choose: kill Avilio, the man who took everything, or let him live. The screen goes dark after Nero holds the gun up to Avilio. The story is a sad lesson that when you seek revenge, the destruction usually comes back and hurts you just as much. But the elixir comes with a dangerous cost. One immortal person can actually eat another. This is the curse of Class 3rd at Yomiyama North Middle School. Decades ago, a popular student named Misaki died. The class was so sad. They pretended Misaki was still alive until graduation. This caused a terrible curse. It confused the boundary between life and death forever. They call this the calamity. Now, every year, the class has one extra person, a dead person among the living. This ghost is the another. To fix the roster, the class must choose one living student to completely ignore. This person is the non-existent one. If they fail, this people start dying in brutal ways. Our main character, Koichi Sakakibara, moves to Yomiyama. He sees the quiet, eye patch-wearing student, Mei Misaki, and talks to her, ignoring everyone's strict warnings. By speaking to Mei, he breaks the class's only protection. The curse starts again immediately. The students begin to die in horrifying, bloody deaths, one after another. The violence gets worse. The students know the another is hiding among them, but they can't figure out who. The real horror is the panic and distrust. Everyone is a suspect. To end the killing, they must find the dead person and force them back to death. The rule is cruel. You must kill the dead one. Finally, Mei Misaki shares the horrifying key to the mystery. The another is not a student, but their caring teacher. This teacher had died long ago but was brought back as another for the current year. Koichi must face a difficult choice to end the curse. The killing stops, but the fear remains. The cycle is set to repeat next year. The new students of Class 3rd will once again have to follow rules. Pretend that one of their classmates does not exist. The main action happens on the train with many strange people. We meet the happy thieves, Isaac and Miria, who are immortal but act very silly. Our story begins with Tatsumi, a young country boy who comes to the capital. He wants to earn money for his poor village, but he soon finds out the capital is full of crime and horrible corruption. Tatsumi quickly gets caught up with Night Raid, a secret group of assassins. They are trying to overthrow the corrupt prime minister and empire. Tatsumi joins them, wanting to make things right. Night Raid is made up of powerful fighters, each with unique imperial arms, special weapons and tools. There's Akim, Leon, who turns into a beast, and others like Mine and Shiel. Their mission is simple: kill those who abuse their power, cause suffering. But the empire has its own strong fighters, led by Esteve, a cruel warrior who loves battle and finds Tatsumi interesting. The fight between Night Raid and the empire is brutal. Many battles are fought, and both sides use their special weapons in deadly ways. Tatsumi grows stronger, but he also sees his friends die. The show is famous for its sad moments. Almost every character in Night Raid faces their own end. They fight bravely, but the cost of revolution is very high, and many heroes fall. Akim, the assassin, has a special bond with Tatsumi. As more friends die, their resolve strengthens, but the grief is immense. They fight for a better world, even if they won't live to see it. In the end, Night Raid achieves its goal. The corrupt prime minister is defeated, and the cruel emperor is stopped. But the victory comes at a terrible price, leaving behind only a few survivors. In the end, Night Raid achieves its goal. The corrupt prime minister is defeated, and the cruel emperor is stopped. But the victory comes at a terrible price, leaving behind only a few survivors. Akim, the last true warrior of Night Raid, is left to carry the memory of her fallen friends. The story shows that even when fighting for good, war leaves deep scars on everyone involved. Welcome to the wild, messy story of Baccano. It is set in 1930s America. Many different stories happen at the same time, but they all crash together on one journey. The first trip of the Flying Foot train. The main secret is immortality. In 1711, some scientists created a special elixir. They drank it and became immortal. They started a group and kept the secret of living forever. But the elixir comes with a dangerous cost. One immortal person can actually eat another immortal person, stealing their knowledge and life. This power made their eternal lives a dangerous game. The main action happens on the train with many strange people. We meet the happy thieves, Isaac and Maria, who are immortal but act very silly. We also meet the dangerous killer Lad Rousseau. Forget everything you know about normal stories, this is a mess of immortal people, crazy gangsters, and one huge secret on a train in 1930s America. It's confusing, it's wild, and it's perfect. All these characters are on the flying pussyfoot, and every group wants something different. The train quickly becomes a total mess, full of fighting, secrets, and magical powers. The normal people are looking for money or fame, the immortal people are looking for each other. They want to see who is the strongest, or who can stay alive the longest without being consumed. The entire story is like a big puzzle, pieces from the past, from 1711 to the present, slowly fit together. We learn how the elixir was made and how the power of immortality has ruined many lives. In the end, many people on the train, even some bad guys, become immortal. The main point is that there are no true heroes, just people caught in a never-ending, confusing wild adventure. The message of Bayano is that life, of an eternal life, is best when it's noisy, confusing, and lived with friends. The story ends, but the party, the great ruckus, continues forever. All these characters are on the flying pussyfoot, and every group wants something different. The train quickly becomes a total mess. Our story follows Satoru Fujinuma, a young man who possesses a strange ability he calls revival. When tragedy is about to strike, his consciousness leaps back a few minutes in time to fix the situation. One night after a brutal murder occurs near him, revival sends Satoru not minutes, but 18 years into the past. He is suddenly a 10-year-old in 1988, right before his childhood friends. Satoru realizes the only way to prevent the future trouble is to stop the old murders. His main goal, saving his quiet classmate, Keiyo Hanazuki, who was the killer's first victim. The key to this whole mystery is the killer, a cold, planning adult hiding in the shadows. Satoru must act like a child but think like an adult to save Keiyo and find out who the bad person is. With his friends, Satoru successfully changes Keiyo's destiny. He saves her from the killer and makes sure she lives. But the murderer doesn't give up and keeps hunting new targets. The final fight leads Satoru back to the criminal, the teacher, Yashiro, who everyone trusted. Satoru is almost killed and goes into a coma for many years. But the timeline is saved. He wakes up years later as a young man, remembering everything. The mystery ends when Satoru and Keiyo, now grown up, face Yashiro. The killer is finally caught, and Satoru's future is saved. That's the end of our list. Those were 6 very dark and powerful anime shows. They show us difficult things, scary things, and sad things about life. I hope you found a new show to watch. Now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments what is your absolute favorite dark anime. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.